Real estate professionals, just give me 1 second of your time. That way you can find out if this video is beneficial to you or not. So if you're someone who's tired of using sites like MLS, Realtor.com, and Zillow to get a lot of unqualified leads that are very expensive and definitely not exclusive to you, then this video is definitely for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through and show you why 90% of real estate agents are not growing their business successfully online. And I'm going to break down this whole strategy. I'm actually going to walk you through all the steps, and I'm not going to have you try to give me your email to sign up for a free webinar. I'm just going to break down each process so you have a better understanding of how you should be trying to grow and scale your real estate business online. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So this is the normal business strategy. Okay, when people say, hey, listen, I know word of mouth and door knocking and mailers are kind of a little outdated. Yes, they still work, but it takes a long time to scale your real estate business. And listen, in any business in the world, regardless, when you're marketing and advertising, it's all about going through the numbers, finding your audience, finding an offer, and delivering it to them. But I'm going to show you an example of where most businesses lay and where they fall. So right here is your Facebook audience. They take a listing that they have or an open house, and the first thing they do is post it on their business page, and then they boost a post. That's really the worst thing that you could do. When you boost a post, you're not reaching the audience that you want to reach, and you're not being able to give the proper call to action and get the proper data and information back that you want. So technically, when you're boosting a post, all you're doing is giving money to Mark Zuckerberg, and we all know he has enough money right now. You're the one that needs to scale your business up. So even if you check on Google, you're going to see a lot of blog posts that talk about boosting posts, and it's the worst thing possible. Most business owners don't know you have an actual ads manager where you can go in and set all of this up. So when you do this process here, it's just a vicious cycle that goes absolutely nowhere. You get zero results, and then what happens is most agents or business owners say this model doesn't work. But what happens is it really breaks down to a strategy. When you're doing this here and you have no strategic plan, you're not split testing, you're not spending enough on ads, you're only boosting your posts, you have no copy, no headline, no call to action, no scarcity in your copy, you're not retargeting, you're not creating custom lookalike audiences, you're not following up, and you're not installing pixels. So there's a lot of things that you're not doing. And it's not your fault. If you don't know what to do, it's very hard to figure everything out from A to Z. But in this strategy that I'm going to show you, all of that's been planned out. And if you can follow this strategy, you will generate leads on demand in your business at any time that you want. Whether it be for an open house, a list of listings, and you don't even have to have that. I actually show you how you can use free reports to generate buyer or seller leads depending on what you use. So let's scroll down here. I'm going to show you the Agent Lead Pro strategy that I have created. Not only am I using this now, I currently have a lot of other agents are using it and having a lot of success with it. And again, I'm here to show you proven steps that you can take to implement in your business to get results. I'm not here to show you a bunch of fluff and things that don't work. Again, most people, they show you an advertisement, they tell you what they can do for you, and then they get you to sign up for a webinar and want your information so they can retarget you. Now, I'm going to show you how to do all that, but that's not what I'm doing here. If you're not interested in this, you're not going to listen, and you don't need to give me your name, email, or phone number. But if you are interested, maybe we can connect later on. So this strategy right here is what's going to generate you consistent leads, but also build rapport with your audience as well and help build you up as the expert, the professional, and the authority in your industry. Now, when you follow this strategy, as I said, you're going to be doing lots of different things. You're going to be able to build up an email list. You're going to build up your subscribers list. You're going to be able to generate leads. And you're also going to be able to build that rapport and follow up with everybody properly. Now, what we do here is instead of taking our audience right to an ad where we're trying to sell them a home or show them a listing, which, don't get me wrong, you can do that right off the bat and start generating leads immediately because I do it every day. But you want to be an agent who sticks out. Most agents are all about just posting and posting and posting. First, you don't have an audience that you're posting to, and the little bit of audience you are posting to, they're getting sick of seeing that. What makes you stick out online is giving value. This is what I've been doing for the past 4 years. I give back value. I don't always charge people. I want to show people that I'm here to help. I know what I'm talking about, and I can actually help you. And at the end, if the person wants to do business with you, they will contact you. It's the same with real estate. So I've worked with thousands of real estate agents through the years. I've actually taught this strategy at Keller Williams, Remax, and a bunch of other local offices, including some banks and other businesses. So what happens is when you use this strategy, we're going to walk them through a process. It's a process of elimination. We want to get the person from point A to point Z. Now, there is going to be spots in between where they stop, okay? So that's where things need to be tested, split tested, and we need to go back at it. Now, I've already done all that for you. So what we do is take your Facebook audience and we show them an advertisement. And as I said, you can use a listing or an open house, and I get into that later on, but the first thing we want to do is give them value. Show your audience that you're here to give them value, to help them out along that very stressful home buying process that they have to go through. It is a big decision in their life. So you can't expect the first time that you interact with someone or they engage with you that they're going to automatically want to do business with you. It just doesn't work like that. When you're doing offline, there's a lot of work into that. You know, in the end, any business transaction is a handshake face to face. But with the technology nowadays, that building the rapport and building that relationship doesn't have to come 90% just from you face to face. You can have your content do that for you, which is absolutely wonderful because it helps take you out of certain areas where you can put more focus into your business to grow it a lot more. So we're going to give them a free PDF when they click on that Facebook ad. Now, I already have these PDFs. I'm going to actually show you with what one of the ads look like right here, excuse me. So I also have about 20 sets of ad copy that are very high converting, that work very, very well. And I'm actually going to give you guys a copy below. So you'll have an ad template. Again, I'm going to actually add in an ad template, a chat bot, and a landing page. So you might want to stick to the end. Most people are not going to do this. I just want to show you that I can help you and you can help yourself do this on your own. Now, after we've created that ad, we're going to drive them to a PDF. Now that PDF is right here. I'm also going to give you a template for this. All you really have to do is add in your name in the red spots, and if you want to do your website, your phone number, and your email at the bottom here. That is all up to you. But when they scroll to the bottom, what you can do is put in your picture and your contact info. So when this lead sees your ad on Facebook, they go to the PDF. Now they're going to want to download that PDF. Why? Because it's free. You're giving them that knowledge on this first one here is 6 industry secrets for selling your home for top dollar. But we also have lots of PDFs that we use, and I'm going to show you these, and we're going to go through them. Maybe not in this video, but again, I want to try to make this as quick as possible for you. So after this page here, they're going to go to a custom landing page, which is going to look something like this. Again, it can be a list of homes, an open house, or where we're giving away the PDF. Now, all this is very, very simple to edit. And also what we found is, split testing between a landing page and split testing between a lead form. Now, lead forms generate you a lot of leads. A lead form is natively within Facebook. You can set all this up. And when you're keeping people on Facebook, keep in mind, Facebook loves that, okay? They don't like it when you take people off the platform. So when you are using lead forms versus a landing page, you are going to get more quantity of leads, and you're also going to get a lower cost per lead. Now, when you're driving people to a landing page just like this, what's going to happen is Facebook will charge you a little more because you're bringing them off the platform, and less people are going to want to leave, and you're going to get less opt-ins. But here's the good part. You're going to get more qualified leads. And we also have other ways and systems to qualify these leads as we go. Now, once they come to that landing page and they want your offer, whether it's natively within Facebook on lead forms or you're using your own landing page, I would not use a website for this. You want to collect their information. They're going to give you name, email, phone number. Now, two things are going to happen when they get to that pop-up and they give their name, email, phone number. The first thing that's going to happen on the front end, they're going to be going to a thank you page to thank them for downloading your PDF, but it's also going to give them a call to action to maybe call or set up an appointment with you. Now, this is the ideal run that we want to go down, that straight run from A to Z to become a new client. But in this world, we know that doesn't work. Nothing is perfect. So again, what are we going to do if people stop at certain points? So I'm going to walk you through that as well, and then we'll get into all of this stuff below and above it. So when people get to your Facebook ad, let's say there are people who engage, whether they like your post, comment, or share. Those people who do that but leave, we are going to retarget them. Why? Because they're someone who showed an interest in whatever you were offering. Now, again, we're going to take the data from there. We're going to take all the people who only engaged on this first ad but stopped, and we're going to put another ad in front of them that's going to bring them and drive them back to that offer, whether it's a PDF, the open house, or the listings, whatever you choose to do. So again, if someone stops here, we're going to retarget them with another ad number 2, bring them back to the landing page to prompt them to get that name, email, phone number. That's the important part here. Now, for the people who make it to your landing page or they make it to your lead form, again, we can actually retarget those people. So how are we going to retarget the people who go to your landing page? Let's say if you have a landing page like this. Well, what we're going to do is going to show you how to install a tracker code that you get from Facebook, and it's called a Facebook pixel code, and we're going to actually put that in on that custom landing page. Now, you might be wondering, why are we doing that? Facebook is now going to start to track all of those people who go to your landing page. This also can be installed on your website. So everyone who does go to your website that does nothing, that leaves, Facebook's going to collect all that data from them, and you're able to retarget those people. Just remember, the money's in the follow-up, the money's in the retargeting. That's where most of your conversions are going to come from. It's not always directly off of that first contact touch. It usually takes 5 to 7 times in the digital world for someone to see your product, brand, or service or offer before they take action. So keep that in mind. This is why we have this great follow-up system, and this is why the normal business model does not work, okay? And again, I know this might look very overwhelming and confusing, but it's really not when each step is broken down for you and you know exactly what you have to do at each of those steps. Now, say we get everybody to successfully go through, no one stopped here, no one has stopped here, they go right to the pop-up, and anybody who did stop here, we retargeted them with another ad back to the same offer, and then same here, if they go to the landing page, they're retargeted with the pixel data to another ad back to that offer. Now, as I said, there's going to be a bunch of things that happens at this point here. One is the information is going to get stored, but also you're going to get a notification as well. So what's going to happen after they enter name, email, phone number, and they click that submit button, instantaneously, we use an app called Zapier. Now, again, all this might be confusing, but Zapier is the best software out there to connect all of your other apps to help them talk to each other to make sure everything is running and functioning properly. So name, email, phone number, you immediately get an SMS text on your cell phone alerting you, new lead, their name, email, phone number, where they came in from, and if there's any other information that you do collect. So now is where you want to follow up with them or try to get them to schedule an appointment to turn them into a new client. At the same time, that information is also getting sent into a Google Sheet. Because again, we want to store this information. You want to be able to have a spot where you can go back and contact those leads, jot down notes. I contacted them, need to get back next week. Or I contacted and they're not interested. So again, you do want to be able to keep up and follow up with all of that. And what I'm going to do is also show you guys how to create this Google Sheet so you can collect name, email, phone number. Now, as far as location and on from here, I'm going to show you where all of this comes into play. But this is how you're going to qualify your leads so you're not wasting time following up with people who are just not ready yet. Again, time is the most valuable thing in life. I don't want anybody wasting their time because I don't like wasting mine. This is why I'm making this video, because I know I won't waste it, because there will be some agents who see the value in this and know that they need to keep up with the digital world, but they just don't know how to do it. This is the strategy and system that you can use. So at the same time, when someone is getting sent to a Google Sheet, you're also getting that SMS. I'm going to show you how you can set up a MailChimp account. Now, MailChimp is free. I know a lot of agents use like Lion's Desk, a lot of different CRMs. Now, you can use those as well, because Zapier does have some real estate apps that you can integrate with this that are going to integrate with your business, but sometimes they do not have all of them. So this is why we find ways around, like storing it in Google Sheets, building an email list. Now, the email list is very important, okay, because we need to follow up and build rapport with our leads. And I'm sure a lot of you guys might have, a drip campaign through your CRM. And now at that point, you probably wouldn't need this, but again, we want to build your list. So if you're people who are not building your list as an agent, please, you must. I deal with hundreds of agents that work with a lot of well-known local companies, and I ask them, are you building a list? And a lot of them, a good percentage of them, say no. I'm generating leads, but the leads are going right to the company, and the company is building that list. Guys, if you decide to start your own brokerage, if you decide to go to another team, if you decide to go to another office, what are you bringing with you for a digital asset that of people you can get back to and contact that you did the legwork on, that were your contacts? A lot of you guys don't have that, so I want to stress that to you, so you have that digital asset, so no matter where you go, you have that database of emails that you can always tap into and use for this system as well. So on the first email, again, a lot of people want to go right for a sale. Let them know, just give them a little bit of, hey, a reminder on this email that about the offer, whatever you have. Now, on the second email, that's going to be a value tip. Guys, give value. Your audience will be attracted to you so much more when you're giving back than just trying to take all the time or trying to sell them and pitch to them. No one likes that. I don't like it, and I'm sure you don't. So by giving value is going to set you up different and above all of the other agents. It makes you look more of a professional, more of an expert, which does build up your authority, builds up your social presence and your brand. All of this is very important, guys. Not just trying to sell a home. It has to be a well-rounded machine. So on the third email, we're going to give another value tip. That's going to be, you're going to get a free PDF 1 ebook. Through your emails, you're going to be giving away number 2. On the second or third one, you're going to be giving away number 3. On the fourth email, we can give some value, but this is where you want to get them to take action. The call to action is going to be in the email for them to either set up an appointment with you through your scheduler or to call you, so that way you can find out a little more information. And as we said, you're going to be pre-qualifying them in a lot of different areas. Through the emails, finding out if they're ready. You're also going to be figuring out some stuff in Messenger, and we'll get into that in a minute before you get too overwhelmed. So again, just a brief overview. We want people to go straight down to here to become a new client. And this is the strategy we use. But for those issues where people stop, maybe their dog ate something, the baby threw up, life happens to us. Sometimes we're in the process of doing something, we get sidetracked. And nowadays, in this world with technology, everybody has a very short attention span. So you have to grab their attention span within the first couple seconds, or else you lose them. So again, we're going to be capturing the people here that stop, retargeting them, also following up with people through Messenger. Now I'm also going to show you another strategy, how to use automated chatbots to be able to automate most of that process of the following up and the qualifying for you. Now when you're using a chatbot, again, you don't want to just pitch or sell, regardless of what you're doing. We want to give that value just like we are in email. Okay, so that first one is going to be a reminder of the offer. The second one is going to be the follow-up with the second report. The third is going to be a follow-up with the fourth report, and then the fourth messenger is going to be to get them to schedule an appointment or call. So as you can see, everything flows to the same spot. Everything has a spot where if they do stop, and again, this does go a little deeper. We have messenger sequences. I have all of this stuff already made up, okay? So if we go to here, the ad copy, there is about 20 different ad copies that I can share. Now, all of them, again, as I said, are high converting. So let me just close out of that. Here's a campaign that I'm running. Let me just refresh this so you guys know this is real. July 29th to August 34th. So this is about a month for this campaign that we've been running for a realtor. Now, we've done a lot. As you can see, there's PDFs. There's also engagement ads, and there's listings, there's open houses. So we're kind of tackling this from all angles with this agent. Now, you do want to have post engagement. Again, this is going to help build your brand awareness, help get your audience to know, like, and trust you a little bit more. And as far as the lead forms, now this is what I said as Facebook has it natively within. This is not driving people onto a landing page as we showed you right here. It's actually keeping people right on Facebook, so that way you have a lower cost per click. And as you can see, I know from talking to agents, they spend anywhere from $50 to $220 per lead, and you don't know if it is exclusive, if it is a qualified lead. Well, you guys are going to actually be able to qualify your leads, and you're also going to be able to get them at a ridiculously low price. So as you can see, there are some that were a little bit more, like the $7 one here, the $6 or $5 one, but still $5 per lead, guys, that is very, very cheap. But I even shut off ones that are at $7. I don't even want to be paying that. My goal is to always work that down to as low as possible. And as you can see here, this one generated 15 lead forms, 56 cents. This one did 25, oh, that's page likes, 38 cents. So $2.75 for 28 lead forms here, that is very, very good. Again, when you're spending a lot of money for leads, this is going to be a dramatic change from what you're actually doing right now. So let me close out of Zapier because I've kind of walked you through that. Here are some free reports that I can share with you guys. And they're done in a strategic way, excuse me. And no, I'm not going to edit this video. I'm a normal person. Everybody always tries to have everything be perfect, like their life is perfect. Things happen. So anyway, these free reports are going to be done in a strategic manner. Now, what happens is we're pre-framing these leads and warming them up through each spot to get to want to buy or sell their home, to work with you. So when we're trying to go after buyer leads, as these here I showed you, 1 PDF, 2 PDF, 3, and also 1, 2, 3. Regardless if you're going into Messenger with them or you're going into email, you do want to give those value steps. Now, these go very good for pre-framing that buyer to want to buy. Top 10 first-time home buyer mistakes to avoid. We're going to be putting this out in a Facebook ad. This is where we're going to attract that person. Next, we're going to show them a PDF, 4 quick ways to buy a home with little down. Because if I'm a first-time home buyer or I'm looking to buy and I see top 10 first-time home buyer mistakes, I'm going to want to know that. So now, within the email or Messenger, we can send them this PDF, which is the second one. And again, I have people who put it out in an ad. You can put each PDF out in an ad too and just generate as much interest as possible and then retarget all of those people. So there are a lot of good strategies within this strategy to use. But again, I break all of that down. 12 questions ask a real estate agent before hiring them. So this is another good one. This is one that can also be put in the email or Messenger, but I have seen people and I have done it running as an ad. And then the last one is a free list of homes under X amount of dollars in your area. Now this one is going to be in your email or Messenger, but we're driving them to that custom landing page, okay? Or we're doing it with an ad again. So you have a couple options. You can keep retargeting these people with an advertisement. Everyone who downloads your first PDF, send them this advertisement that has a second PDF, and then so on. And I do walk through all that. Now, seller leads is kind of the same thing. You know, how to avoid 7 costly mistakes, 6 steps for selling your home. Make Your Home Show Like a Model, and the 28-step home marketing plan. So again, it pre-frames them to want to sell their home, but each of these PDFs, you can put your content and information in it so it always comes back to you. So if they download them, then you have them, they're in your computer. So again, I'm going to close out of this. Now we're going to go back over to here to the digital lead system. Now I've gone over this kind of whole flow here. And again, each thing is always coming back to set an appointment and getting that lead. Now, so some people might be thinking, what's the time frame in this? How long does this process take? And with real estate, you can generate leads right after that ad is launched. I do it every day. But again, if you're a real estate agent trying to be well known in your area and attract more people, then go out and hunt and cold call and door knock and do mailers. Guys, this is the model. I've been doing it for years. I am not a real estate agent, but I know how to take my process and system and put it into a different business model. And again, I've worked with thousands of agents through the years. I've taught at a lot of local offices. So I have a lot of people who have used this same strategy and actually produced the results that they want to see at a very low cost. So the first month, when we're giving out these PDFs, if you're doing it correctly, you're really proofing the audience. You want to find out who the audience is. The second month, you're going to be kind of giving out that PDF, but also proofing the offer. Find out what audience and what offer do they like. And then the third month is when you're kind of delivering that to them. So that's when you can deliver the list of homes. That's when you can deliver that open house that you have, or just that listing that you have. And what happens is people go from a cold Facebook lead to where now they know you. They've consumed your content. They start to know you. When they start to consume more of your content, that's when they start to warm up and they start to like you. And on the third month, after they've consumed even more content from you, got to know you a little bit more, that's when they become hot and they trust you. This is the business model and process that every business goes through. It might look a little bit different, but plain and simple, know, like, and trust. If they don't have those things, they will not do business with you. And as a real estate agent, you know you have to build rapport. You have to. So it's the same as online, but again, we allow our systems to do some of that. So that way we kind of come in at the end when they're ready, and we've saved all that time. Now, in this first month, you are going to be collecting data from Facebook, from your landing page, from your website, if you do put it in there, and you're also going to be collecting it the third month. But after this first month into the second is when you can start retargeting those people from the first month who engaged with your stuff. So it's very important that everything is followed in a process. And again, this is why most business owners fail when it comes to Facebook and social media marketing. It's not your fault. Again, it's because you don't have the right structure to what you need to do. Everything broken down in a simplified manner that you can follow and take those action steps, implement them, and actually see results. So this is what I like to call a value ladder. Now, I learned this from Russell Brunson. He's a super intelligent guy. Now, you want to take your price and your service, and when you put those together, that's kind of the value that you offer. Now, we want to find those cold Facebook leads and bring them to that first step, which is that ebook. Then we want to bring them to that second step, which is the second ebook. And when we bring them to that third stage, that's where we want to offer what we have to offer to them. And at that point, they are way more warmed up to you, your content, and your business, and they're more likely to do business with you. So again, we want to turn that person into a new client immediately. Now, before I end this, I do want to walk you through this chatbot just so you guys can see how it flows. And again, I'll even put in a link for you that you can download this template right here. You really won't have to change much on it, and you're going to be able to utilize this to start help qualifying your leads. But again, chatbots are useless unless you're driving traffic to them. Websites are useless unless you're driving traffic to them. Businesses are useless unless you're driving traffic to them. And that's one spot that I failed when I owned my own construction business, is my business was never steady. It was always up and down. leads would be coming in. I had some work, things were great. I would focus on the leads would dry up, and then I'm back at square one doing that same vicious cycle that every business does. What you need to make sure that you're doing is consistently marketing and advertising your business as much as possible, whether things are going good in your business or they're going bad, because that's where people fail. So when things are going good, let this stuff run on autopilot. Let that rapport start getting built with all these relationships that you have coming in for leads. So that way you can keep that pipeline consistently full, and you have people to consistently be following up with and leads to be going through. This is the key. So I'm going to go ahead and click preview. I was going to show you my mobile, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like on desktop. When someone clicks on an ad, they go to your business page or whatever you want them to do, wherever you're driving them to, this is exactly what it's going to look like. So it's going to say the person's name. I use quick replies, but I also use a thing where it gives you brackets and you can put in the person's name, their first name, last name, the page name, so you can choose what kind of input you want to put in there. So you guys actually don't have to do that. It's going to already pre-populate the person's first name for you, and then it's going to populate your page name here. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. You're not going to see authority advertising. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Select an option below. So we're letting them know. The good thing about Messenger, guys, is not only can you qualify your leads, automate your business, you control the conversation. That's the whole point of it. You give them the options of what to choose from. They can leave a custom message as well, but again, you want to control that conversation so you can get the important information and data out of this conversation to know if you're able to help them out right now or not. So we're going to go ahead and click the buyer flow. Now this is going to open up a flow, and what it's going to do is ask you to select options below. So we're going to find out what kind of, how many bedrooms that they need. We're going to say 3 bedrooms. And then we're going to find out how many bathrooms that they need. We're going to say 2. So all of this information is going into your ManyChat account, but it's also getting stored within a Google Sheet. And I'm actually going to bring that sheet up again just so you can kind of see what that looks like. Now it's asking me what city here. I'm just going to put in Boston because I'm near Boston and Worcester. So perfect. Now is this the best email to reach you at? So the cool thing here, guys, is we use input boxes. Now we don't have to get this person to actually type in their email. Whatever email that they've set up their Facebook profile with, it's going to populate here. The good thing is you get less fake emails, less fake replies. So they have to just tap the button. We make this as simple as possible for our audience. Next, it's going to ask for phone number. Yes, that's my phone number. If you guys want to give me a call, you're more than welcome. If you want to hit me up through my email, you're more than welcome too. So right here, it's letting them know, hey, we've got your information. We're going to reach out to you. You want to let them know you're going to contact them. So another place where people fail is they put out a list of homes, they put out an advertisement, and they don't specify that they're going to be contacting that lead. So then they get a random call and they get upset with you because you called them. Who here likes getting random calls from people? I'll wait. I didn't think so. So people get that same feeling when we just call them out of the blue. So if you are going to reach out to your leads, guys, make sure that you let them know you're going to be contacting them. So what we do here is we put in your phone number and your email. Your website, so that way they can go to your page and they can look at some stuff. Now, if you have that Facebook pixel installed, you could also be retargeting those people who went to the website. Now, as far as this right here, obviously the consumer, the audience, your prospect, your clients, whoever it is going through, they're not going to see this. You only see this right now because this is obviously my page, my chat bot. So you actually get a notification alerting you, hey, new lead, Justin Doffenbaugh just finished the buyer flow. And if I went through the seller flow, it would say I just finished the seller flow. So these action cards right here, as soon as someone starts to choose buyer or seller, depending on which way they go, it's going to mark them as a buyer or seller, but it's also going to notify you, the admin of the page, or if you have someone taking care of this for you. Now the cool thing is you can choose whether you want this in Messenger or email or both. Okay, so that way you really make sure you get your notifications to say, all right, hey, someone's starting my buyer flow. I can go in and watch. If they stop, I can intervene. And if they keep going, I can get all that information at the end, and then that's when I can reach out to them. So if we scroll to the end here, you're actually going to see the Google Sheet. Now, this is going to input all of the information that they've answered within this flow. It's going to notify an admin, and it's also going to put a tag on them as well. Now, let me see if I still have that open. I don't have it open. So I'll just pull up the Google Sheet for that really quick so you guys can see what it looks like. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to get name, email, phone number, location, whether they're a buyer or a seller, their price range, the purchase date, sell date, pre-approval, and bedrooms and bathrooms. So you get all of this information in here. That's going to help you qualify. Now, if someone's not looking right now and they're looking in 12 months, it's not someone you want to follow up with. If they're looking in the next 1 to 3 months or now, that's obviously a lead that you want to contact immediately, and you have all the information stored very simply in here. So it makes it very easy for you guys to follow up and pay attention to find out what is going on with your leads. And you can always, update things in there as well. As I said, leave a note to say, hey, contacted this person, they're not interested, I need to get back to this other person next month. So now that I've showed you kind of how this flow works here, what I'm going to do is show you all of the other real estate flows that I have created, because they're very important to use. You have a buyer and seller flow here, but then it's good to split up the flow depending on which way you want to send the traffic. An open house flow, we have a lot of realtors who use this. What they do is every realtor has to have a sign-in sheet when you bring people to your open house. But sometimes people do like technology. They do get excited to try something new. So we have a lot of agents who are doing that right now. So we give the person 2 options when they come to the open house. They can either sign in on the regular sheet, put their name, email, phone number with a regular pen, or they can pull out their phone and they can actually scan a QR code that's customized to your color with a logo in whatever style that you would like to create. So if I go here and I pick this one and I want to do this style with this, I click create. It's now going to build that for me. But here's the best part. I take this QR code and I connect it to my open house. I create a link for it. So now every time someone comes to the open house and they take out their phone and scan it, it's actually going to walk them through this flow. It's going to ask them their name, email, phone number, and also tell them the location. It's going to tell you the location as well. So you're getting all of that information in there. Now let me go ahead and close these out real quick because I went over all those. So I also want to show you guys, it's very important. These are things that I learned from a lot of agents. Okay, I take the pain, the issues, the problems within your industry, and I create a solution for that. That is what marketing and advertisers do. It's all about solving problems. So a lot of agents always talk about how they're not found locally. Now, advertising on Google, you can. It is a little expensive and it's a little more of a learning curve, and that's not something that I really get into with my audience. But I will show you how to simply set up a Google My Business account where Google is going to send you a code, and it takes about 5 to 7 days to get it in the mail, and then you come in and you put in that code. What that's going to do now is allow you to populate on Google in the search engine, guys, because a lot of you are not showing up. If I went real estate agents in Northbridge, real estate agents in Worcester, there's only certain offices that will pop up and then maybe some agents, but those are the ones who are advertising. So what I want to do is show you how to simply set up this account. So that way, when people view you on Google or they search for you in the maps, you are popping up and populating there. So people have that ability to reach out to you and start checking out who you are and finding out more about you. We have to understand that nowadays, more people are kind of going to Facebook to find someone and get more information and background on somebody. So hopefully you have your business page and your profile set up professionally, and you're putting out professional looking content, and you're just not putting out negativity and things that people are going to be pushed away from. You want to make sure all around your presence online looks very, very well. Now, in the end, you're probably wondering, okay, Justin, you showed me all this cool stuff. I have no idea how to put this software together, the system that you have planned out. Well, guys, I'm going to actually show you an Agent Lead Pro course that I've put together. Now, most people are selling courses anywhere from $997 up. I think that's really unfair. There's a lot of people out there who don't have the money to put into a course, don't have the money to put a lot of investing into their business because their business is not running properly. They're having a hard time figuring out the whole digital world and what they should be doing and how they should be doing it. It gets very confusing and overwhelming. Guys, I've been there, just not in the real estate industry. So this is why I create these certain systems and processes and these strategies to show you that it is very possible. There are people doing it, and this is how you can do it. So I created this course. And what I did was I put everything that a real estate agent is going to need to learn how to generate a lead. And I know from this picture here, it looks very, very confusing, and I hope I didn't lose anybody. But when it's broken down step by step in a walkthrough video, just like this is, from the beginning to the very end, without skipping anything in between, because I feel that's what a lot of courses do. They sometimes leave out the beginning or parts in the middle. What happens if you leave out the beginning? Beginners don't know where to start. And sometimes as an expert, you assume that everybody knows where to begin, but we don't. So again, this is why I break down the whole process from beginning to end. So in this course, I show you, what to expect. Getting things set up and ready to rock, how to set up a Calendly, how to set up your business page properly, and an ad account, how to set up your pixel. What do you do with your incoming leads? Okay, so I cover all that stuff. Now, creating and launching your first ad campaign. Quick overview of the ads manager. I do not show you guys every single button within the ads manager. Why? Because you don't need to know. At this point, at this moment, you don't need to know. All you need to know is what target audience, what ad, what offer, and sending it out there and generating that lead. You don't need to know all of the other stuff that's just going to confuse your mind, because there is a lot of things in the ads manager that can confuse you, but you don't need to know all that. So we're also going to be showing you how to choose the right objective, targeting your perfect audience, becoming a lead machine, and this is where I'm actually going to be giving you the downloads and the ad templates. They're all going to be in here, and you're going to be getting even more than that. I also give you some free reports that you can use to give to your audience, so that way you have way of giving them value and building that rapport with them. I also show you how to build out a 2-page lead form. I even show you where you are in the steps of the process. Actions to take after the launch. How to set up and deliver your leads. What if your ads get disapproved? Split testing. Audiences, lookalike, custom audiences. And I keep adding stuff in here as well, guys. So I'm jam-packing this course. I'm putting in your free automated messenger templates. I'm putting in your landing page templates. I'm putting in all of the apps and softwares that I use to make my business successfully run for real estate agents. Okay, because my business model is going to be different than yours, but this is all planned out for you. Now, I'm also going to be showing you the resources that I use and giving you links to all of those resources, ebooks, targeting, everything that you guys would need. It is all organized and put in here for you. So you're probably wondering, okay, what could this course be? Well, it's $9,000. I'm only kidding. So guys, I made this very cost efficient. I wanted to make sure that any real estate agent who wants to scale their business has the ability to do that. Now, as you can see right here, I stopped here for a reason. This isn't just a course that you buy and you have to figure everything out on your own while you're watching the videos and putting everything together. I have a private Facebook group that only anybody from the course is allowed in there. Now, I'm in there every day helping people out. Anytime you have ads that you want me to review, you want me to take a walkthrough, we're going to have live masterminds, we're going to have workshops, we're going to have so much stuff cram-packed into this group. We want to give this back to realtors. We want to show you there's a group, a system, a software, and people who are going to be able to help you take your real estate business to that next level. So guys, I'm going to end this video. I'm sure it was about maybe 20 to 30 minutes long. Most people aren't going to do an advertisement and kind of show you their whole process because in fear people might figure it out or steal your stuff. That's completely fine with me. If you want to figure this out on your own without using that, then that is fine. You can. It just takes that time and that due diligence in figuring out what it is that works. Now, if you're someone who wants to get started right away because you want to start generating the results and leads that you want in your business, then this is going to be an option that you can choose to grab this course right now at a limited time price. I did have this course up for $497 for about 5 or 6 months, and I actually just dropped it to $149. The reason why I'm dropping it to $149 for this limited time is because I'm actually going to be transitioning this into a membership site. But the good thing is for you, if you do end up coming in, you will be grandfathered into that membership site. Now, we're always going to be updating it. It's going to be an evergreen, ever-growing type of membership. I'm going to be constantly putting in new videos, new ad templates, new chatbot templates, everything to help you guys through your process. So you will never be lost, stuck, or confused by yourself, wondering what the heck should I do? What did I do wrong? Why is this not working? You never have to feel like that because, again, we have a proven process for you, but also I'm going to be there and some people on my team to help you out through each step to ensure your success. And I'm so positive about this that I'm willing to give back your money, 30-day money back guaranteed, no risk, if you go through the complete course within that 30 days and you have launched some advertisement and did not generate leads. That's how guaranteed that I am that you will see results, but also from the support from us as well. So guys, I'm going to end this video. I just want to let you know that right now you can get this course for $149 below. You can go ahead and click the link. If you're not ready to take that leap because you have some questions, feel free to drop them on this advertisement. Or I'm Justin Doffenbaugh. I'm the owner of Authority Advertising, the owner of Agent Lead Pro. Feel free to reach out to me in Messenger. Send me a friend request. Let me know you have some questions. I'm a real person. I'm here to help you. And I'll talk to you guys very soon. Have a good day.